Hello everybody, MD Polo here. Thank you for joining me. Today we take a look at a 1958 Colt 1911, and this is a government model, and there's a couple of things that make this one quite special. We're not going to go through all the specs of what's a 1911 and all that stuff. If you want, you should know that by now, and if not, there's plenty of information out there. What I want to show you is why this one is special. Now, I want to thank my friend David for letting me borrow his 1911, which is, this one was, as it turned out, quite a find. Let me take a look at it. Now, the finish is absolutely mirror-like, and this is one of the things I wanted to talk to you about is Colt back in that era, the 1950s, 1960s. They're considered, my understanding is that they're considered to be some of the best works that Colt ever did. The bluing is just absolutely breathtaking. And there you can see here, and you can see that where it says it's government model Colt, of course in 45 ACP. Now let's get into what makes this special. And my friend David didn't realize this until he took it apart to clean it. And then underneath, on the inside of the slide, I'm not going to take it apart, but underneath the slide it is engraved R.L. Shockey, S-H-O-C-K-E-Y, and I'll be rolling in a picture right now of what that looks like. And so he started to do some research on it, and as it turns out, Richard L. Shockey was one of the most respected and renowned gunsmiths, especially for bullseye competition, probably ever. I'm not going to say he was the best ever, but he was one of the most respected for sure. Come on, focus, catch up. There we go. He did most of his work during the 60s and 70s, and he was based out of El Reno, Oklahoma. A lot of his work was also distributed through Chicago, but he was based out of El Reno in Oklahoma. So that's something special, and not only the trigger is just money. I'm not going to do it on camera because it takes time, but I do have one of these gauges. So when I tell you that something that it pulls at a certain weight, is because I've tested it. And going to the trigger, make sure there's a snap gap in there, and there is. Going to the trigger here, first of all, there's no play on it whatsoever. And then you come here, that's all, you're at the wall. I mean, there's no movement. You're there, you're at the wall, and it is 2.5 to 2.8 pounds of pressure. And look at this. It just goes. And the reset is just incredible. But look at this. That's it. And trust me that when you do the reset, I just don't want to fire it without the snap cap. When you go there, the reset is just that. I don't know if you saw it. That. Not even that, it's about there, that's the reset. It's just absolutely superb. The other thing that makes this special are the sights, and the sights have a story to them. You see how the sights, it says here, Eliasson, if I'm pronouncing it correctly, E-L-L-I-A-S-O-N, Eliasson. As it turns out, Eliasson was the one that designed this type of target adjustable sight. And the lights are not cooperating. There you go, that's a better angle right there. So fully adjustable, dovetailed in sight. And what ended up happening is another company took his design and actually, there you go, and actually beat him to the patent. So in essence, I don't want to say stole the design, but took it to the patent office, filed a patent, and actually got the patent on this. And that company was Pachmayr. So not only you got the R.L. Shockey connection with a firearm, but also the Pachmayr connection. And what happens is when you have such a high gloss mirror shine on this, the camera doesn't know where the light is really reflecting from, and the white balance goes nuts, so my apologies for that. Another thing that RL Shockey did is you can see the stippling. Now this was way ahead of its time. Remember the tooling that they had back then. They don't have the machinery, they don't have the tools that we have available today. And this is not done, hope that it'll catch up. That's about as close as I'm going to get you. This was not done on polymer. This is done on metal, on the metal frame. And the stippling is just absolutely exquisite. So all this, of course, was done by hand. There you go. Nothing was done but to the mag release, but it works just fine. Come on, focus. Right. The front is serrated, but nothing special. It's just a blacked out serrated front. So really, that's all I've got for you. It's in fantastic shape for a 64-year-old gun. It's in fantastic shape. This one doesn't have the box. It just has one mag, but that's not a problem. I just think that it's a superb 1911 by Colt, and especially with a connection with Eliasson sights and Bomar, and also that it's engraved by Richard L. Shockey. So he worked on this himself. So thank you, David, for letting me borrow your gun and bring it to my channel, to my viewers. And thank you for stopping by, taking a look at my content. As I mentioned to you in the past, I'm trying to reach 10,000 subscribers. We're almost there. The goal is 15,000 for the year. And I think we can do it. YouTube tells me that 80%, a little bit more than 80% of my viewers are not subscribed to the channel. So if you appreciate what I do, if you think I've earned it, I would love your subscription and the like button. It really helps a lot, doesn't cost you anything, and the YouTube algorithm really goes by that. So that's it. That's what I got for you today. Please leave your comments below. Let me know what you think about this, whether you have you owned one of the RL Shockey guns. He's also worked on some 22 rimfire handguns, as I know. And let me know what you think about it, what you know about this. I look forward to your comments. And until the next time, God bless.